And we're at time now, so I want to go ahead and jump in and get started. Thank you everyone for joining me today. My name is Angela Andrieux, and this is the Mylio Photos Coffee Break. I'm joined by Lori Rubin. She's also a product evangelist for Mylio Photos. And our job is to help you guys understand the software. And today's session is really geared towards people who are new. So honestly, Mark, you could probably help me teach this one. What I want to share today is to make sure you're aware of the very large wealth of resources we have available for you to learn how to use Mylio Photos and where you can go to get help if you need it. So let me go ahead and jump in and share my screen. But before we get into help resources, I wanted to share with you a little thing that I learned this morning about Mylio Photos. So some of you might already know this, and this just might be that I'm late to the game and I didn't realize. So I was browsing our forum this morning and looking at some of the questions people were asking, and I saw an answer to a question that I didn't even know existed. So if you are searching through your library and you're just scrolling, and you can see I'm down here back in 2016. Once you start scrolling, this little handle will pop up, which you might know about already. You can grab that and drag, which is awesome. But if you ever just want to jump back up to the top, all you have to do is go click up here at all photos at the very top, and it takes you to the top of your list. Who else knew that?
I just learned something new. Thanks, Angela.
Me too. So I wanted to share that with you because that's one of those things where I never really thought enough to ask the question, but I had wondered about that. And I was like, I wish there was a way to do this. And there is. So hopefully that's a helpful little tip for you guys. But let's go ahead and get into some of the help resources that are available for Mylio Photos. So we're going to start with some of the most simple ones. So if you are very new and just getting started with Mylio Photos, what I suggest you do is go to the main Mylio Photos, mylio.com website. And over here under Learn, choose Getting Started. And this is our Getting Started guide. You can download a PDF. And we also have videos that walk you through all of the very critical things that you need to know to get started with Mylio Photos. It's going to take you, what, about 45 minutes maybe to get through this, Lori? How long do you think? I can't remember how long these videos are.
They're pretty short. So I'd say probably about 5 minutes, or, well, we can see that 2 minutes there, 3 minutes there. They're pretty short.
Yeah. And we have some of these are different for computer and mobile. So you can get in here and you can just learn these little things very quickly to help you navigate the program. Once you've done that and you're ready to learn a little bit more, that's where I recommend jumping into our community. And we've got some other courses. As far as accessing this, getting started, you can do it from the main homepage. You can do it here in the community. If you go down to Learn, we have our quick start videos here. And they are also available in the manual. So if you're looking for this information, it's all the same, the quick start guide in all three of these places. But those are all places where you can get the same quick start information. Once you're ready to learn a little bit more, that's when I would suggest joining our community. And in our community, we have a free full-length course. And I think this one's going to take you probably, 2 to 3 hours to get through. But if you go down here in the left column to courses, we have the Mylio Photos Fundamentals course. And I'm going to go ahead and click into that, and you can see it's set up in chapters and sections, and you can watch it start to finish if you want, or you can simply check out a specific section, watch the video, read the description, and learn a little bit more about different things. This goes far more in depth than that quick start guide, but it has a ton of information that's going to help you be successful with Mylio Photos. And even if you've been using Mylio for a while, we introduced a lot of new stuff in these last couple of updates, especially with version 24. So even if you've been using the product for a while, you might want to go into the course and choose some of the sections that you don't know that much about. Like, for instance, dynamic search, that's brand new. Learning more about quick collections, those are still fairly new. There's stuff in here about spaces and categories and all sorts of stuff that you might not know about. So there might be a lot of stuff here that you already know, but you might pick up a few tips that make your workflow more efficient. So hopefully that's helpful. We also have here in the community these quick tip videos. So here under Learn, if you go to quick tip videos, we have, I think there's 52, 54 of them, something like that, of these short videos that are less than 5 minutes long. And these go into a variety of little tips and tricks throughout the application on a variety of topics. And you can go in here and watch these and just pick the ones that you want to learn more about, and it'll make your life so much easier. These are also peppered through the manual. And they're in a lot of our other help documents as well, but you can find them all right here in the community under quick tip videos. We also have live events. So those of you who are here, you obviously have found coffee breaks, which I'm grateful for. If you're looking for other things to do and to join up with other Mylio experts, we have an events section here on our website. And this lists everything we have coming up. So right now we're here in our coffee break. We've got a really cool webinar with some guests tomorrow. If you are new to Mylio Photos, we have an entire Getting Started series, more coffee breaks, and other cool stuff that we have coming up. So please be sure to check this out, RSVP. These are a lot of fun, and you get access to different people on our product teams with me, Lori, our head of product, and other people. We even have outside guests coming in. We have somebody coming in from Viewbug, I think. Is that tomorrow, Lori? Or is that later this week?
That's next
week. And the following week, I think we have somebody coming in from Radiant Photo. So some really cool stuff, and I encourage you to check those out. If you can't make it live, you can always go down here to the events section. And let's see, for instance, click into coffee breaks. If you're not able to attend and you want to look at a past version, up here at the top is upcoming. Over here on the right, you have all of the past coffee breaks. So you can go back and see if there's a topic that interests you that you want to learn more about and watch that recording. Same with all of our webinars, Getting Started webinars, and even our entire launch event for version 24. So tons of great videos to watch if that interests you. Now, the next resource I want to bring to your attention is our manual. So I mentioned earlier, we have our quick start guide here at the top, but if you go to manual.mylio.com, and you can access this from the help menu inside of the app as well, this is a fully searchable, this is your Mylio Bible. You can search it up here at the top. Down here at the bottom, you can download it as a PDF if you want. I will warn you, it is a very long document because it goes into every single aspect in this program. But we've done our best to organize this in the way that hopefully you're going to approach the program and learn. So you can start with adding your stuff, browsing, how to find and search, using facial recognition, working with categories and spaces. And if you're a Mylio Photos Plus user, this backup and protect section is going to be a lot of fun for you. This is where you add additional devices and learn how to keep everything in sync. We also have an entire chapter here on cleaning up disk space. So this is where you can learn how to use photo declutter, dedupe, and a few other tools that you might not be familiar with that are inside Mylio Photos to help you get everything organized. So this is an incredible resource that we have for you, and hopefully you find it useful. If you have any feedback on these articles, if you find something to be unclear, please feel free to reach out to me personally because I'm the one that wrote it. So if there's something wrong with it, I would love to know how I can make it better for you. Let's see here. Next thing we often hear is, okay, we've got all this stuff, but I'm a little unclear on something. Where do I ask questions? So the place that you want to go for that is going to be either our forum, our community, or we even have live chat on our homepage of the website. So let's go ahead and start with the community. Here in the community, the place where you can go and ask questions is going to be to scroll down here on the left. You're going to go down to groups and choose Mylio Photos Quick Questions. And this is where members of our community can actually post. And you can see that a lot of people here ask varied questions, and you get help from Mylio experts, both other users and people who are on the Mylio team. So this is a really great place for those general questions. If you are a more technical user and you have something really in-depth that you'd like to know more about, you might want to check out our support forum. So this particular area is also monitored by some of our most technical users and is also monitored by our product team, our support team, and even our head architect of the software. He hangs out in here and answers questions. So you get a lot of background and in-depth info if you want to be here. Not everybody wants to know how the sausage is made. So, join the forum at your own risk because it is a lot of very technical information, but it can be a very useful place. This is also where we have our feature requests. So if there's something that you'd like to see done differently or a new feature you'd like to see done in Mylio Photos, this is the place to post it. If you go in here, you have the option to add your feedback on something that's already been posted. You can vote for it. Or if you have something brand new, you can go up here and you can add a new topic and post a request. And this is followed very, very closely by our product team and heavily influences all of the things that we have coming up in the next 3 months to 3 years. So definitely check that out. On our homepage of the website, if you haven't noticed before, down here in the bottom right, there's a little chat bubble. If you click that, we actually have live chat here where you can go to messages and you can send us a direct message. If we have staff online, which we do, I think something like 16 hours a day, you can go ahead and get a response from a real human. And if it's something more technical, they can actually help you convert that into a support ticket. So make sure you take advantage of this resource. When we're not online, there is actually some really cool AI technology in there that will help you surface answers as well. So that's going to be probably the easiest way if you need to contact support. The other way to contact support if you need them is to go here from the Mylio Photos app to the help menu, and you can go to contact Mylio support. And this lets you create a support ticket directly from the app. It uploads your logs automatically and is probably the best way. It's much easier on the website, but this is going to get you directly to our support team much faster. Let's see, what else have we got here? Yes, the knowledge base. So this is something pretty new. If you go to support.mylio.com, we have a new knowledge base, and you're going to get here if you start searching around from things from the website, from the homepage of the website, and you start putting in requests here, you go into help here. This is going to take you into the same knowledge base. And this has troubleshooting stuff. There are known issues. If you go under other topics, this is where we have our minimum system requirements, our full change logs, and so much more. So this is a ton of other information that's more troubleshooting compared to the manual, which is like how it's supposed to work. And this is where you go when something's not working how it's supposed to. So hopefully that gives you guys a good overview of all of the resources we have available for you and ways to get in touch with other humans. Here in the community, Lori and I hang out here very frequently. You can always send us a direct message. So you can go ahead and click in the chat bubble here in the upper right, put in a search or hit the plus, add our names, and you can message us directly. This is a great way if you have a question that you just, maybe don't want to post it publicly, you don't want to go through the other channels for some reason, feel free to send us a direct message and we will do our best to help. So with that, I want to go ahead and close things up and answer any questions you guys might have. Taking a look here at Madeline's question. The stage where I want to deduce my library, I think that maybe that's supposed to be reduce my library. I don't want to reload them and safe delete. Can you help with what you should do? Well, there's a few different things you could do. If you want to cull your library, like Lori said, try using photo dedupe to get rid of your duplicates, photo declutter to help clear through some of your burst mode photos. That's going to group things together based on time. So if you sat there and hold down the shutter button and you take a bunch of pictures, it groups them together so you can easily go through and pick the best one or ones that you want to keep and then get rid of the rest. And if you are wanting to delete things outside of Mylio, that's where safe delete comes in. So what safe delete does is when you have a vault and you want to delete things outside of Mylio, let's say you go into your computer's file system and you want to delete something, if you have that vault enabled, safe delete is going to attempt to rebuild that file. And so if you can try to delete something and it tries to put it back for you if that file is available to put back. So if you need to delete things in the file system, be very careful with that. Obviously, hopefully you are, very adept at navigating your file system. But if you need to do that, you can go ahead and turn off safe delete temporarily in the dashboard devices. And then you can go ahead and delete things from your file system. Otherwise, if there's no other questions, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing and wrap things up. And thank you all for being here today. I hope this was helpful to you. I know it's not our typical walk through a process in the product, but not everybody knows that these resources exist and there's a ton of them. So we wanted to make sure these all got into your hands, the process for getting help, because we are here to help you guys out and make sure that you're successful. So with that, I wish you a wonderful rest of your week and we will see you next time.